Hi Carla, my name is Daphne. I'm going to be working with you on your essay corrections. Firstly, I'm really sorry for the delay in getting back to you. One of my colleagues is ill, so I've been picking up some of her work. But also, I wanted to say well done getting on board with the course. Really good. I hope you feel that this will help you with your exam. So we'll work through these corrections together. You've made a very nice start on these essays. This is looking good. First one about schools and entertainment. So nowadays the pace of life is accelerating day to day with all kinds, just put this in here, all kinds of information and entertainment available. I would be cautious about using that word because in the question you'll see, if you remember up here, entertaining. So the danger with this essay is that you repeat this word all the way through and you need to show a wide variety of lexis, different ways around this. Maybe say and uh, kinds of information and activities, maybe something just as simple as that available. Following this trend, schools have been offering different sorts of extra classes. Good grammar there. Instead of using the punctuation, I wouldn't do that in the exam. I'd say such as piano, game development, Mandarin, and so on. Okay, piano what? Piano lessons. I think you need to be more specific here. Mandarin, and so don't put that or Mandarin. Aiming to educate and entertain at the same time. Okay, here you could have entertain if you've changed it there. Otherwise, beware of that word. Some people think this is a positive development, while others totally disagree with this scenario. And so do I. Careful. I think and so do I is a little bit informal. Well, others, you could put here, myself included. You could put that, but I think I like better, in my opinion, blah, blah, blah. I think that is generally a little bit more academic. This essay will discuss both points of view with the examples to support arguments and show discrepancies. Good, very nice. Lovely vocabulary. I'm already sensing you have a good vocabulary here. Firstly, the formal content a child must learn. Maybe you could say here, throughout their school years, so just put this in a context, it's extensive and takes time, requiring 5 or 6 hours per day. At school, they should learn, I like this good, should learn, hard skills. Now, we wouldn't talk about hard skills, we talk about core skills that will help them on their future careers. Don't use that. Namely, maths, capital M, and English. Okay. Introducing, either introducing or the introduction of entertaining content. So instead of entertaining, I would suggest, how about words like exciting, innovative, and stimulating. So even better in this exam, use all three. So for me, I really like 3 adjectives at once. You're getting good points on style of writing and good points on language, obviously. So the introduction of exciting, innovative, and stimulating content would mean more hours in class, and less hours with parents at home, who, in my opinion, should provide the most enjoyable time for their children. So this needs to be a superlative here. For example, Cambridge University, you don't need the, just go Cambridge University released a study about British schools' content and concluded, connect this together, and concluded that only 10% of children's timetable is dedicated to non-formal content. Yet, British education is one of the most repeated patterns, or respected patterns, maybe. Respected is if it's acknowledged to be good, which it is. Repeated if it's copied in other places. Okay, that's interesting. Really? Only 10% of the timetable is dedicated to non-formal content. Okay, yeah, that's because I don't even know if it's true, but the school where I teach, the students do 4 or 5 hours of like formal lessons, I mean, and then they do a lot of sport and a lot of music and a lot of it is at school time. Not in every school though. A lot of school time it's after school clubs and things. On the other hand, some people believe that schools should replace formal content. Yes, I mean replace, but you could say or supplement. There is a difference, and I don't want to change your essay, but you could have supplement or replace formal content rather than in favour of, put in favour of. More entertaining, or again, you could use one of my nice words. Ones. Yep. They argue that group activities fortify interpersonal relationships and help children to develop both creativity and talent. Really nice. A recent article report disclosed for the New York Times showed research, not a research, a study, but just research, that interactive games such as, again, watch out on this, just go such as labyrinths, escape rooms, is it escape, I think? Again, forget that. Could accelerate children's learning by 25%. Thus, this type of activity is as important as very nice formal education. However, this could be done with family and friends and not on school time. Very good rating. This is lovely, Carla. Really, really nice. To conclude from the examples given, I firmly believe that the school's role, apostrophe S, is to teach regular classes. The role is to teach regular classes, and all the extracurricular activities or supplementary activities and fun should be kept outside of it. At school, then do not have school, just in general. School is only a part of a child's. I go a child's here. I think it's just more emphasis, education, and expect from them formal and personal. Okay, and to expect. What do you mean here? Expect from them formal and personal education. Okay, and maybe and key or and numerous aspects of this formal and personal education should be delegated to the parents. Just not quite sure on that last sentence. The grammar's a little bit confused on that last sentence. But otherwise, wow, really, really nice essay. Well done working with the algorithm, like the template here. This is great. Gets the essay in a nice order. I'm very, very impressed by your language, the lexis, and good grammar work too. Nice. So, doing activity with a child. So, a similar theme, really, isn't it? Parents have restricted time to spend doing enjoyable activities with their children. So, watch out on this. Again, this is the trap, like the other trap in the other essay was enjoyment. Here, you've got to avoid this. Yeah, you have to kind of find your way around this. So, these precious moments you could have must be properly used. Some people think that childhood, rather than must, careful, could or might vary your modal verbs. So mix these up. Yeah. Be used to train. Don't use kids to inform youngsters for their adult life. And there is no time to. Okay. Rather than spending again, okay, and games and toys should be restricted or should be modified or should be managed. On the other hand, others believe that children need time rather than watch out for must, need time to develop their skills and creativity from different sources, which I strongly agree with, not what, which I strongly agree with. This is will show examples. Okay, good. Reading, so for parents and teachers. Just argue that reading is an outstanding habit for many reasons. So introduce this a little bit more gently, yeah? And nevertheless, playing console games can develop several skills. Now, you need to tell me what they are. Skills such as blah, 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 blah. Tell me what these skills are. And then you can go into your, for example, Cambridge University, don't use the, Cambridge University conducted research with young video game players and concluded that if children play a console, don't use this again, console games such as Sony PlayStation 4, so we're going to avoid any punctuation like that, 3 hours a week. Their spatial awareness and problem resolution skills could increase by 35% compared to, in relation to or compared to a child who does not play any such games. Therefore, these abilities, okay, and not therefore. It is clear that these abilities could not be reached through reading a book. Okay. Therefore, or it is clear that these key and useful abilities could not be reached. Good example. I like Ben uses this example. I think it's a good one. Secondly, now, yes, secondly, but you need to have firstly. So make sure this balances. Okay. Secondly, comma. Reading is a great source of mental exercise. However, the body must be trained as well. Good. Practicing sports increases. So practicing sports, plural, increases, plural. Health and develops cognitive. Increases. Singular. Need the S and develops cognitive abilities. The French. Give me a bit more. One more sentence. Why is this good? Why is it important? French Athletic Confederation released a study about exercise. I think you mean exercise just in their general, in early childhood. We wouldn't say first, we'd say early childhood, and concluded, connect this, that physical activities, don't use kids, physical activities so children engaging in physical activities from 4 years old have, watch out on fluorescence, from 4 years old have 30% less obesity incidence. Therefore, what is that? No, that is not the right spelling and really informal. Remember, these examiners are scary. Okay, thus through these numbers we can observe. Okay, I wouldn't put we. Thus, through these numbers, the importance of sport in a child's life is clearly, use a passive here, demonstrated. Keep it formal, okay? To wrap up, no, again, keep it formal. Don't change here. You've done so well. To conclude, okay, to conclude or in conclusion, I firmly believe that whilst reading has an important role for children, how in terms of increasing knowledge and education, and then if you're going to use although, then you don't need however. So I would prefer to just have this whilst or although. This sort of concession is a nice academic way in writing. There is a module on this at the end of the course. We'll show you how to do this. It has limitations, when it comes to body development. Okay. It is crucial for parents. Maybe prediction, maybe it will become crucially, or it is important and will become more important for parents to ally. I wouldn't use that there. To blend or incorporate mental with other types of physical and challenging entertainment. Okay. Oh, sorry. Really nice. Great, Carla. Good start on both those. Well done. Okay, what I suggest you do now, write down a list of the corrections. Any particular things I've given you that you're not sure about, write them down. You can write the essays again if you want to, and send them in. I won't mark them, but happy to have a look. But generally we say build up a list of your mistakes, of your corrections, and then each time you can look at those and add to them as a really good way to keep improving. Well done. Great work.